All right, welcome, Matt Giaro here. I'm thrilled to have you inside this course, and we are just going to kick and start off this little course, and you are going to see that as described. So this course is short, but it's short on a purpose. Why? Because the goal here is not to overwhelm you with too much theory, right? The goal here is actually to get you running, right? It's actually to get you start taking action, because I've been in this situation where I was just looking for information. I was just buying courses depending on the length, and I thought that I need to get more video minutes, or I need to get more audio minutes or more text for actually the amount or that I'm paying, right? And truth is, this is like just a fallacy again. I mean, if you go to the doctor and let's say you have a big pain, or you go to the emergencies, like you don't want to sit there as long as possible, right? So that you want to get this fixed, and this is what this course is actually supposed to do. So let's just talk a little bit about this habit of free writing, right? So this habit of actually writing, and what do I mean actually by the habit of writing? It's actually being able to be consistent on just cranking a defined number of words out every day. Right? So this is actually what we want to achieve. So no matter what you want to write, may it be a sales page, may it be an email, may it be an article, may it be any kind of content. The thing is that at the end, those are just chunks and building blocks, right? And the thing is that you're going to see that if you are able to actually just sustain a tiny little routine that you can set up every day, you're going to see that by the end of the week, by the end of the month, by the end of the year, all this ends up. I understand that everyone is looking for the hacks. Everybody's looking for the quick tips and the quick wins, right? But truth is, it's just about being consistent. And this is exactly what this course will show you and help you to achieve. So there is a habit that I call free writing, or not really that I call, but like you can look this up. So actually free writing, what is actually free writing? Free writing is actually just writing, writing everything down that just comes to you, right? So it's not about being, let's say, specific and telling yourself, well, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going just to write about, I'm just going to write down that article, or I'm just going to write that email, right? So this can actually work. I have done this for years. The issue though is that you're going to see there is a lot of friction, right? You have this kind of resistance before starting just to writing something, because you have to get yourself into the flow, right? And it's pretty hard, like, to go from 0 to 100 just in a couple of minutes. This is why I like this habit of free writing. So what does this habit actually consist of? It just consists of actually start writing. This is the only thing. And you don't have any boundaries. The only thing is that you're just going to commit to just start writing. Okay. And the thing is that at the beginning, like, I was like very motivated by just starting this habit and telling myself, well, I'm going to do this for 30 minutes every day. And then I just saw that, well, this doesn't really work, right? I wasn't just able to make it work. I saw that past the 15 minutes mark, I just felt this resistance kicking in, and this habit actually of just starting free writing was actually just supposed to remove all this friction, right? And make just things easier and make yourself go into the flow and just start cranking things out. And this is why I just started to commit to actually just writing 10 minutes. All I want is writing 10 minutes. I don't care. But the thing is, the only rule is that I'm going to write for 10 minutes, and this every day, right? So I just force myself. So sometimes I'm not in the mood, and sometimes I may not know what I'm just going to write. But it's like just the challenge. The challenge is just be here for 10 minutes. Bear with me for 10 minutes. This is only what I want from you, 10 minutes. And on the day where I was inspired to, let's say, write an article, I just started, let's say, writing down ideas. On some days, I was just putting the thoughts about something that I've been thinking about for my business, which means regarding the positioning, regarding some product ideas, regarding any kind of, like, just thoughts that are actually in my mind that I was thinking about, but that I didn't really put into paper. And something happens when you put things onto paper, and really you have to experience this for yourself, right? So here's the thing. What I want you to do is actually just start to creating this writing habit. Don't look for, well, I'm going to publish a post, a 2,000 words post every day. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No. Remember, steady actually wins the race. Who wins the race? Like the rabbit or the tortoise? The tortoise, right? Because it's better to just write 10 minutes every day, but being actually able to leverage the compound effect rather than just like being able to crank out a 2,000 word article and then not doing anything for 3 months, right? We don't want that. We just want actually that writing becomes a second habit. So for that, the first thing and the first question that I want you to ask yourself is actually, what is the minimum you can commit to, right? And when I say the minimum, it's not the minimum when you're motivated. So right now you just bought this course. You're motivated, right? I'm not talking about fooling yourself with this motivation, right? I just really wanted to imagine like a horrible day. You're exhausted. I mean, you didn't sleep well. Like everything that could go bad actually went bad. And thus, you still have to write you still have to write something. So what is the minimum, the bare minimum that you can commit to? For me, it was 10 minutes. Maybe for you, it's 5. Maybe for you, it's 20. I don't know. And the thing is, like, you can actually start by raising the bar just a little bit and then just practices for 1 week, 2 weeks, and just see where does the resistance actually start to kick in, right? And if you see that, well, you're just pushing yourself too hard, then this is a sign to actually to lower the bar. And lowering the bar is not being a weak person, is not being a loser. No, it's just listening to yourself, okay? So that you can actually make this thing work in the long term, right? So this is the first exercise. Please commit to a specific amount of minutes, right, that you are going to write, right? Some people would argue, well, what you should do, you should commit to a minimum amount of words. Truth is, I don't really care about the amount of words, right? I really care about just sitting here and actually being able to overcome the resistance and just be able to put myself into the flow, right? Put myself in this flow state where I am just be able just to start writing. And this is actually the first exercise and the first thing that I want you to commit to before continuing to the next lesson, okay? So I'm going to stop this here, and right now, I don't want you to go to the next lesson unless you actually define the minimum amount of time that you are going to commit to and this every day. So do the exercise, and I see you in the next one.